Hi, I'm Peter from Coffee Parts, and today we're looking at the Eureka Single Dose Home Grinder. The Eureka Single Dose. Now this grinder is part of the Eureka ORO line, so they're gold line, or the top of the line home grinders. And it was based on the Eureka XL. So the Eureka XL was their hero of their range, and it was a grind-on-demand grinder. Eureka saw the popularity of the niche come out in the market, and they basically took the XL, moved it forward 15 degrees, got rid of the grind-on-demand features, the electronics, the timer, so to speak, put in a bellow, and out came the Eureka Single Dose. Now the purpose of this grinder is to only grind out what you put in. So you're not having coffee sit on the hopper. You weigh your coffee, turn on your grinder and grind it out. What that means is it's a lot easier to change between different styles of coffee. So different blends, different single origins, or even moving between espresso and filter. When there's no coffee in the chamber, you can move the dial as much as you want because you don't have those beans to jam up between the blades. So it's super easy to dial in whatever coffee you want. The flip side to that is because it's very fine, the adjustments, if you did want to move between espresso and filter, it takes 2.5 revolutions. And that's a bit of a change. You sometimes get lost in where you are. So I would say it's awesome as an espresso grinder or awesome as a filter grinder, but moving between the two can be a little bit difficult. The other thing is this grinder is quiet. At 60 decibels, it is on the quieter side of grinders. Eureka have done well to put in rubber mounts on the motors and bits of rubber everywhere to really start absorbing that sound. So let's look at how you'd use this grinder. You'll take the Eureka dosing cup, which holds up to 45 grams of coffee. You're going to need a scale. It doesn't come with a grinder, but there's plenty of scales out there, whether it's your kitchen scale or proper coffee scales like this Akai Luna. You take 20 grams of coffee, or whatever size you want. 20 grams is a popular size in commercial espresso. I just did a little bit too much there. You take out 20 grams. You make sure this chute is closed. You turn on the grinder. You pour in your 20 grams. Put your cup back there. Open the chute. You can actually close the chute to stop it popcorning a bit and blow out any remaining coffee. Now you will notice it is a touch messy. You can reduce that by just spraying a touch of water on the beans, or just acknowledge the fact that grinding coffee is a little bit messy. You take that out, just move that bean, and you check, and in this case we've got 20 grams spot on. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but we've perfectly got 20 grams in and 20 grams out. There could be sometimes a touch of a variance, but because you're blowing out anything left in that chamber, it's normally pretty clean. And that's when you then transfer it over to your portafilter and distribute it. And as you can see, the coffee grind really is nice and fluffy, very well distributed. So we're not having boulders, we're not having an even distribution. You can then take a WDT tool or a coffee distribution tool and distribute it further before you tamp. But otherwise, it'll be quite ready to just tamp and go. Looking at this coffee, we could probably grind a touch finer for the next one, and we can grind one more to see the difference, but it is a very even coffee. We'll just do one more because the grinder was out slightly from when I played with it earlier. Just going 20 grams again. There we go, 20 grams. And we've gone a bit finer, could move it even a bit more. The good thing is, compared to a grinder that's holding coffee, you can really move as much as you want without jamming it up. Once again, we have the chute closed. We drop the coffee into the hopper, close it off, put in the cup down there, turn it on, and open when we're ready. We can close it to stop the popcorning, and just give it a few pushes through and just weigh. This case, again, 20 grams spot on. It is a little bit messy. You can fix that if you want, but from a coffee perspective, we do have a very evenly, neatly distributed coffee. We've actually done a video comparing the single dose to the XL, because that's a common question we get. Should I buy the single dose or the XL? So we've done a video in depth comparing the two, and the answer really comes down to your use case. Not which grinder is better, but which grinder suits what you're trying to do better. If you have any questions on this grinder, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. And like always, if this video has brought you value, hit that thumbs up and please subscribe. See you on the next video.